What's up, Petty Squad? It's your girl Tracy, and this is another episode of Allegedly News. A happy Tuesday, you guys. And if this is your first time here, welcome. Welcome to the Petty Squad, okay? Pull up a chair and stay a while. Tell a friend, you know, all that good kind of stuff. And be sure to subscribe if you like what you hear. Now, if you are returning, if you've been here before, welcome back to the House of Petty. We're all friends here. I'm glad to see you. I hope you had a wonderful Monday, right? Y'all, this weekend I had to kill a snake in my backyard. It was a little baby snake, and I beat it to death with a can of off because that's all I had near me. Now, my daddy had gave me a hoe, and I just didn't know what a hoe was, and I was really scared to take my eyes off the thing because I felt like, where is it going to go? So, yeah, I had it out. My country girl took over, and I had to kill it because I didn't want to lose sight of it, because then if I lost sight of it, I wasn't going to be able to relax. Okay? So, boom, 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 boom. I beat the thing to death, right? And then I FaceTime my daddy so he can look at it. And he told me that it was a baby. And so in my mind, snakes come and cruise. So I went in the house. I got scared and went in the house. And that is one of the things that makes me, I guess, regret being single. I don't know if it's a regret or no. It made me wish I had a man. Because sometimes I get tired of having to save myself. Somebody come save me. Geesh. And I know I'm getting on my daddy nerves because every day I feel like I call him with something else. But I love you, Dad. So anyway, y'all, let's get right into it because 30 minutes or less, I'm bringing you the latest and greatest headline news, political tea, current events and celebrity gossip and all that kind of stuff. 30 minutes or less, because why? You got shit to do and I got shit to do. So let's get right into it. Now, last episode I ran out of time and my throat was fighting me, so I could not get it out to tell you guys about the soldiers of Christ. Okay, so I mentioned them, and basically they have been accused of murder. So Soldiers of Christ are in Georgia, and they are a religious group, small group, and allegedly they lured a lady from South Korea to murder her. Now, I don't know if they brought her over here to murder her or if she just happened to get murdered. I don't know what the plan was. There's so little information known about what really happened. Now, people believe that this is a cult because they all live together. And I did notice they all had the same last name, Lee, even though everybody wasn't related. So it was, I think, 3 of them were siblings, 2 of them were cousins or friends maybe, and 1 of them was one of their girlfriends. Now, they are also tied to a controversial Christian group called, here we go, Shin Shanji. I'm probably messing it up, so let's go ahead and take a shot off of that one, okay? So, so this group has over 200,000 members worldwide, and they are known for allegedly brainwashing people, spreading false teachings, and disturbing other churches. Now, these 6 people who were arrested, like I said, they all live together, and so apparently one day somebody was at a spa and somebody went out to the trunk. I believe it was one of their relatives went to get something out of the trunk of the car, and they opened up the trunk and bam, there was a body. Now, they say that the lady's body was found in the trunk, and it weighed 70 pounds. It looked like the body had been burned and the lady was malnutritioned. So all 6 of their asses was arrested. Now, they do say that the person who found the body and the spa were not involved in any kind of way. Now, I did check back to see if there were any updates. There still ain't really no updates. So if y'all know something, say something. But the police say, the courts say that they will be treating them as if they are a gang, and all six are still in custody. Now, the name of the victim has not been released because her family has not been notified yet, and they're having a hard time locating the next of kin, which, I can understand, seeing as how the lady came over here from South Korea. Whew, shame, 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 shame. Lord. Now, yeah, my throat, I've been fine all day. Now I'm trying to do the podcast and I feel a tickle, so let me take a drink. Have y'all ever noticed? I don't know, maybe it's just me. This is weird, completely off topic. But when people watch me drink, I have a hard time drinking. I don't know what it is. I can't do it. So if you ever stare at me while I'm drinking, I'm not going to be able to drink. But anyway, let me tell you who probably need a drink right now is Lizzo, because she is being sued yet again. This time by, I believe the lady's name is Asha, maybe Asha Daniels. I could be wrong. Take a shot. But she is an ex-designer. She worked on her last tour and she got fired 2 weeks into the tour. Okay, so this lady in the lawsuit, she claims that Lizzo allowed for a toxic work environment. Asha claims that she worked 20 hours and she was denied breaks and healthcare. That's 20 hours a day. And she was denied breaks and healthcare. And she also incurred racism and bullying. Now, most of the problems she faced were from the wardrobe manager. I believe her name, I don't know, it started with the N. Who knows? Anyway, they were from the wardrobe manager and the tour manager. I don't know. It sounds like Lizzo might have a camp of mean girls over there, and they are falling into that mob mentality, because I don't know what it is about a mean girl and why some people want to be friends with the mean girl so bad and they do what the mean girl do. Like, if you think all the way back to middle school and high school, I'm sure you remember there was always some little bitch and she had a whole crew of other little bitches. And if the mean girl, if the head bitch was nice, then the other girls were nice. And so I'm not sure if Lizzo is even aware that these things are happening, because Asha did mention that she was told that not to talk to Lizzo or interact with her boyfriend in any way, because Lizzo is jealous and that she probably shouldn't even wear cute clothes around Lizzo. I'm like, what in the high school is going on? So, yeah, I'm not sure what's going on with that. Good luck to you, Lizzo or Asha, whoever. But it is strange to me that the dancers that are suing Lizzo and this Asha girl are represented by the same person. So not to be like victim blaming her, you know what I'm saying I don't believe the victim, but it could really be a money grab, you know what I'm saying? But Asha says she believes she is fired due to retaliation. She also claims that there was some sexual harassment going on. Like, one of the managers sent out a picture of somebody's peen, and people laughed at it. I don't know. Norma, that's that bitch name. No, it ain't. Namara, I don't know. It's something weird like that. Take a shot. But they say that she was mean and she was bullying. And there was one, I guess, story in the court documents where Asha says that her and Namora were pushing a clothing rack together, and Namora pushed the clothing rack over her foot, which hurt. Okay, and that Asha said she was not allowed to sit down or stop working, even though she had been injured. She even goes as far as to say that Namora basically told her to suck it up and pushed her into a clothing rack. And let me tell you something. You're not gonna get physical with me. I would have tore that damn room up. It would have been clothes and suits flying all over the back of that damn stage or wherever they was at, baby. Because I would have pushed her back, and then I would have, like, I don't know. It just seems like some people are easier to bully than others, and I am a hard person to bully, because if you try to bully me, I'm probably gonna like it, because I love an awkward situation and I love to fuck with people who try to fuck with me. So, but I hate that, because the dancers, they did claim that they were getting kind of bullied and fat shamed and all that kind of stuff. So, Lizzo, if it's a mean girl type mentality going on over there, you better get your nipper and nip it in the bud, because this looks like it's going to be expensive. I believe they're also suing. I know Namora, she was named with this particular lawsuit, and her Lizzo's touring company or agency or what have you was also named. But anyway, that's enough talk about that. So let's talk about American Airlines, Southwest Airlines, and United Airlines and how they are involved in a recent fake jet engine scandal. Okay, well, the engines weren't fake, but the parts used to fix it was fake. So, according to the articles that I read, like close to 100 planes, some of them say 87, some of them say 97. I'm just going to say close to 100 planes may have been affected. So, there's a British aerospace part supplier. It's AOG AOG Technics. Anyway, it's owned by Jose Zamora Yarla. I'm sure I told it up. Take a shot. Okay. And so basically he forged certification documents for dozens of parts or dozens of orders. And those parts were used in the CFM 56 turbofan, which is the world's most widely used jet engine. Okay, y'all, it's used on the Boeing 737 and the Skybus. Okay. So there is a lawsuit, of course, and it claims that they don't know how many parts have been used and which planes those parts are in. Okay, the lawsuit goes on to allege that they falsified airworthiness approval tags and other relevant records that were linked to thousands of parts sold by AOG Technics. Now this goes, it's US, it's over in the UK, it's bigger than us, okay? The probe turned up 86 examples of fraudulent documents. And like I said, some of those documents covered many parts. Now, AOG has been ordered to turn over its GE aerospace related transactions. Now, this was done by the London High Court, and they have given them 14 days to come up with the details that they need. Okay, and the clock, I believe it started ticking on September 21st, I believe. Now, the Federal Aviation Administration has advised airlines and the rest of the aerospace industry to inspect their planes and audit inventories for uncertified AOG supplied parts. Like, what in the shade tree mechanic is going on? I bet this go deep. I bet this, once they get to the bottom of it, it's gonna be a whole bunch of people knowing about it and looking the other way. Now, speaking of stuff that goes deep, let's talk about Starbucks, because they are back in court. Like, what the fuck, Starbucks? Get it together. It's seeming like Starbucks might not be, I don't know, Starbucks is ghetto, obviously. Like, they need to fire some people. Some heads need to roll at this point. We need to have some corporate shakeups happening. Because you remember, they were in the news for not letting those guys go to the bathroom. Then there was the whole too much ice situation where they got sued for putting all that ice in people's iced coffees, which is one of the things that makes me not fuck with Starbucks to this day. Okay, I drink Starbucks, but it's not gonna be my first choice. If I can go somewhere else, even if I'm out of town, if I can go somewhere else and get a good cup of coffee, I do. Like, personally right now, I love Dark Side. I be over there a couple of times a week. Now, where was I, y'all? Oh yeah, okay. And then Starbucks had some labor law violations, and then they were also under public scrutiny because word got out that they wouldn't let their employees unionize, and they was cutting hours so that they didn't have to provide health care. So today, in last week, I guess, they started making headlines again because their fruit drinks don't contain the fruit listed in the title. Now, if you go to Starbucks and look on the menu, it's the refreshers. They are cold drinks, and mainly it's the ones that have the name pineapple, acai, dragon fruit, and passion fruit. Those are the ones from my research that look like they are in question. Now, the lawsuit basically just straight up says it's false advertising, that people would not be willing to pay those high prices if they knew that they was getting grape juice. Because basically that's what they get, grape concentrate and sugar. Okay. Um, which, hey, I think if I purchased a side dragon fruit passion blend of some sort, that those things, at least those flavors, would be in there. But, Starbucks be Starbucking. Y'all gonna get y'all some Starbucks today, okay? But the class action lawsuit is going down. They tried to get it thrown out, but the judge sided with the public and said, y'all dirty. Um, the judge didn't say that, I'm saying it. But anyway, so the class action lawsuit will be moving forward, so keep your eyes out, because some of y'all might be entitled to a little cash. Christmas is coming, so hey. I wonder how much turkey's gonna cost this year. I need to go and buy my ham now. Okay, like I love this is the favorite part of the holidays, the hams. Focus. Speaking of how much shit costs, are y'all on Temu? Y'all got the Temu app? So there's a warning. The BBB says that Temu is scraping your data from your social media platforms and from the device you use whenever you go to the app. So they are getting your IP address, your GPS location, your browsing data. They already have your first, last name, and address, and also some card information. And so they basically saying that they have everything they need to sell your information on the black market and for you to become a victim of identity theft. Now that's just me, that last part is just me putting two and two together. Okay, the BBB did not say that, but I'm saying that, they said that it's the type of data that can be used for identity theft. Now, I fell down a hole when I was doing some research. So Temu in America has over 50 million downloads since 2022. Okay. They came onto the scene. They did like a Super Bowl ad, and after that, it was up. So people have been asking on the internet lately, like, how can they stay in business and how can they run a profitable business with their prices being so low? So, I had to go do a little digging. So, here's what I know. Okay, so allegedly, kind of, sort of, probably, they're selling your information on the black market. They're not even trying. It's not about the goods and services, baby. It's about your information. Now, in this rabbit hole, they did talk about how they spend a whole lot of money on ads. They said that in January, Temu purchased over 8,000 ads on social media. Now, if you know about ads, if you don't know, social media ads can get very expensive because it's like a pay-per-click thing. Or you can pay somebody to post you. You can do influencer marketing that way, but it's really Temu. They probably doing a pay per click. Them little squares that come across the little slide so you can see all the nice stuff they have. That's how they get you. That's how they got me. And I actually have some packages that's supposed to be arriving on the 30th. But yeah, and also they have an influencer program where influencers can make up to $5,000 a month, and you as a regular individual, I believe they said, can make like $100 a day, recommending people to go shop at Temu. I'm just saying. And now it's alleged that they will be spending $1.4 billion on ads in the USA alone. Now, first of all, where the fuck did Temu come from? And where the fuck they get this money from? I'm gonna tell you. Okay, they are, I guess, they got a rich Chinese daddy called Pindudu. Take a shot, because I'm sure I said that wrong. But this is like an Amazon style store where you can get anything, and it's very much gamified, but it's like got a twist. It's got a gamified and a social networking type quality to it. Now, Pinduoduo, I know that's another shot because I'm saying it wrong, has a $1 billion marketing cap. And so basically, they can do whatever they want to. And also, now people are alleging that they are using forced labor and sweatshops to make all this stuff, which I believe. Apparently, there's some kind of genocide going on in Xinjiang, and that's a region in China, and they have been banned, so we're not even supposed to be getting any products due to that. And when they asked Temu about it, Temu said, hey, we're just the marketplace, so we don't make the goods, we don't know where they come from. And also, because the prices are so cheap, they don't even have to pay any tariffs or import duties due to something called the Dominus rule. Take a shot because I said that wrong too. Okay. And so, of course, the U.S. government is on their ass. Now, let me tell you who else the government should be on their ass. Senator Menendez and his wife. They have been indicted for taking bribes, y'all. And I thoroughly enjoyed doing this research. I still got so many questions, okay? But damn it, Bobby. The New Jersey Senator Robert Menendez and his wife have been indicted for taking bribes. So almost $500,000 in cash was found in their home, along with $100,000 worth of gold bars. They also got a Mercedes and even got a fake job for his wife. Okay, so most of the swag that was found when their house was raided was hidden in a closet. They even found some money in a jacket pocket. They found fingerprints and DNA to tie it all together, okay? And basically they were saying he was being bribed to take actions on the actions to benefit Egypt. So the indictments claim that between 2018 and 2022, Menendez and his wife engaged in corporate relationships. Not corporate, Lord Jesus, get it together. I'm running out of time. Okay, let me start that over. Okay. The indictment claims that between 2018 and 2022, Menendez and his wife engaged in corrupt relationships with Will Hanna, Jose Uribe, take a shot, and Fred Diabez. I don't know. Anyway, moving forward, let's talk about Fred. Okay, so Fred is a builder who assisted in the rehabilitation of New Jersey's Houston River waterfront. And basically, he grew up in a Palestinian refugee camp for 10 years of his childhood before he made it to the United States. Now, he got here, he was still a kid. And him and Menendez reportedly have been associates for quite a while. Now, Fred was charged with taking part in an insider loan scam, and reportedly asked Menendez to intervene in exchange for cash, furniture, and gold bars. Now, in this scheme, reportedly, old Bobby would be recommending a candidate for the U.S. attorney in New Jersey, whom the senator could influence. Now, according to NewJersey.com or NJ.com, in 2022, Fred pled guilty to one count of concealing a $1.8 million bank loan made to him. In exchange, the government agreed to drop the remaining 13 counts and promised not to seek a prison term. So that's that. Okay, moving forward, let's talk about Will. Now, Will is the founder of a Holla meat certification company that's headquartered in New Jersey. Now, allegedly, Will and Nadia, Mendez's wife, go way back. So I had to go look up what the hell Holla is. And basically, it's a meat certification, and they make sure that Holla, like Islamic methods, are done according to Shahira. Lord Jesus, forgive me. Now, That's for beef and poultry slaughters while under the standard USDA supervision. Nah, yeah, my nose. I need to blow my nose so bad. Now that sounds pretty lucrative, so I did a quick Google search, and they make about $2,221 an hour. So I believe they just go in the plant for a couple of hours a day, and they just standing there and watch and make sure that they not killing the meat regular style. Now, Nadine allegedly introduced him to her husband, and then he turned around and introduced her husband to Egyptian intelligence and military officials. Okay, I'm running out of time. Oh no. Okay, calm down. So, yeah. Now, NJ.com reported that Hannah, who is currently in Egypt, will return to the U.S. for his arraignment on Wednesday, the 27th. But basically, yeah, he was using his connections to keep a monopoly over the challah meat export from New Jersey. So he had all of that locked down. Now, let's talk about Jose. He is a former insurance agent from Union City. I couldn't find much about him, but what I did learn is that he asked Menendez's wife to have her husband, Bobby, help get the attorney general off his friend's ass in relation to an insurance fraud situation in exchange for $15,000. So she said, yes, she did what it did, and then she texted her husband and told him, congratulations, we are now the proud owners of a 2019 Mercedes, because she took that $15,000 and used it as a down payment for that Mercedes, a drop top, baby. Now, of course, the Bobby boy denies all of this. Okay, he denies all of it. He said it's a smear campaign. Y'all, I fell down another rabbit hole earlier today, actually. So I was learning about prisons in Venezuela. So there's a excuse me, take a shot prison located in Venezuela. Yeah, it's a wild place. So allegedly there's this gang that took over the prison and pretty much made their own little city in there. And so 11,000 police officers raided this prison city. Baby, they had a pool, a zoo, a restaurant. They had places for children to play. They had a nightclub. Did I say they had a zoo? Women and children was coming and going. Now, of course, they had guns. I think they even had a rocket launcher up in there. But yeah, so the 11,000 officers stormed the prison and took control. Now, they also found like an underground tunnel, and then they found a lake with wood boats. So the leader of the prison, he did escape. We don't know where he at, y'all, but it's pretty interesting. So if you want to know more about it, and you want to understand what the hell they had going on in this prison, because they pretty much had their own little social life going on. It was like a tiered system. People had jobs and everything. Go look on YouTube, okay? Search, they created autonomous micro dictatorship. It's on the Reason TV channel, and it's an interview with a guy who did the documentary, baby, and it is really wild. It's very interesting to see people selling crack with a baby in their head. But anyway, y'all, that's it for me. I am out of time. I'm sorry they got raggedy at the end, but thank y'all so much for hanging with me. I feel so blessed, so much love, and as always, life is hard enough as it is, so don't go making it harder by being an asshole. Be nice to somebody. Also, follow your girl, like, subscribe. Shout out to my new subscribers. Somebody subscribed. Hey. And also shout out to Gary, Mr. Triplet, and Kyle. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Bye.